I have a few
Okay.
fingernails I have to glue on.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'll just keep it on my face. I decided to put some makeup on, and then I couldn't find my mirror, so it ran me late.
Yeah, I was. I got hung up. I accidentally started to watch the live that oh, what's her name, Miriam in Denmark. Did you see?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes, I was. I was kind of thinking. Oh, I'm starting to believe in the Nordic.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. No, that the politicians are going to look into.
Oh really?
Yeah,
The
in
science?
Denmark, the
Oh,
politicians are going to look into Scientology and
yay!
yay.
Listen, I put a tray of my polymer clay in the oven to bake an hour ago,
Yeah.
and the timer's going off. I'm gonna go grab it real quick.
Okay, that's okay.
Be right back.
Hi, hi, Janelle and Phoenix and Raul and Nico to do DJ set. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was so excited when I saw the live. Um I will link them. I will link it down in the description so people can go and watch if they haven't watched yet. I didn't finish it because I had to come on here. Uh, that's really exciting. I have hi V bombs. I haven't seen you here. Yeah, I have kind of because there is a different culture here, and so I haven't understood that. And we have like work, we have many laws about how much you can work and yada and everything. So that they have been so big in Denmark, I have had a hard time understanding that with the way the society works here. So that they now actually are going to look into it. Who knows if something will come out of it, but at least they are looking into it. That's amazing. I got yeah, I was super excited.
Come here. You want a treat? You want a treat? Come on.
So
Come
here
on.
she comes.
Come here. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get a little sweater because my arms are so skinny. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, oh, well, my arms are not skinny, so kind of it adds up.
Oh my gosh. I've been on the heavy side and on the skinny side. And I would much rather be on the heavy side because you look healthy at least, you know?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
you don't look,
I have been, and now I'm kind of. I don't think I've been this heavy before, but it started after I got my uterus removed, and
oh yeah.
yeah. So and
Here, Pete. My little dog, and he's in here for his treats.
your dog that doesn't bark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I better, let's see. I'm going to look there. Hi, everybody. I didn't have the chat on, so I couldn't see anybody. Hello. I'm going to move my computer to my desk so I'm not always looking off to the side when I'm speaking. I had a terrible time at the pain management doctor yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was so nice and wanted to help, but notes from a previous doctor somehow were, I guess, on the internet, or I'm not sure how it happened, but the HIPAA laws, we have strict HIPAA laws here, privacy. Your medical records are private over here, and I don't know how they are over there, but you have to either sign a release for anybody but you and your doctor to see them, or the courts have to order it somehow. I think the courts can do it, but some old notes were on there. In 2019, I went to rehab, and that was on there. And so I've never had a doctor tell me this before. He said, well, since you've been to rehab, I can't prescribe you any narcotic pain medication. I'm like, what? I said, that was, years ago. And how do you have those notes anyway? And he's like, and he told me something. He something came up on the internet, and he clicked on it. And so I'm in the process of getting a hold of an attorney to see, because my HIPAA rights were violated, and that's big time over here, I'm going to see what can happen. So, needless to say, he didn't prescribe me anything, and I was in tears and the whole 9 yards. But it's just so ridiculous. It's so, and like Richard went in with me. He's like, well, doctors are usually happy if people go to rehab, to get their life straight. And he said, yeah, you would think so, but that doctor was just chicken. He was just, because I've never heard of that before in my life, that being a reason, for not getting pain medication. That's crazy. But anyway, so that's my horror story for the day. It was pretty short.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have had some
Sophia,
not fun pain doctors experiences too. That's tough. Yeah. So, hi, Sophia. Hi, Papa Smurf.
Sophia, I'm not sure if I have no clue how that all works. But
Parodytology.
Hi, parodytology. Yeah. Yeah, I'll find out, but yeah, I'm not sure how all that works. It's just crazy that would be on there,
So do you have is there any kind of like digital the record, like the journal? Do they keep that digital on the computer?
I don't know. I have no clue. No clue. And I don't know, like, if that's we're moving to Arizona this winter, or this fall, or this winter, or this spring. We're not sure yet, but and usually, like, no one can get your medical records unless you sign a release. And so now everybody in Florida has them, but I'm wondering if that follows you from state to state. I don't think it does. And the doctor didn't seem to think so either, but I don't know. I'm going to get to the bottom of it and get that stuff taken off of the internet, which they say once it's been on the internet, it's always there,
But those things are probably behind a lot of secure
Yeah,
security
probably.
stuff. But it's so weird for me that you don't know kind of how it works.
How I don't know.
How and why
Well, it's
where
never happened before, and
yeah,
uh,
but it has to be somewhere. So if
yeah,
you change, if you go to another doctor, like a regular doctor,
uh-huh.
do you have like kind of one you go to if you're sick?
I don't know. I need to
Or
make an
can you
appointment.
go to
Yeah,
can you go to any doctor?
I need to make an appointment at my primary care doctor, and so I'll ask him
So
if.
if you should change your primary doctor, if you say, okay, no, I don't want to go to you, I want to go to another,
Yeah.
do you have to take your record uh,
Um,
journal with you, and so
you
they
don't
can
have
see?
you don't have to. Like when I've been here 2.5 years, and so of course when I moved here, I had to get a primary care doctor, and they didn't ask me for any records. And
Yeah.
pain management doctors sometimes ask you for records, but usually they just go online because they can just type in whatever they type in. They can see your pharmacy record, and usually that's what they're concerned about is what you've been prescribed. But this is pain doctors. What you've been prescribed before, and when was the last time you picked up a prescription. So they usually don't ask for records unless you have something going on, like um, um, I don't know, like if maybe if your thyroid or if you're diabetic or something like that. But yeah, usually they don't ask any, and I've never really been asked for my records. I mean, very, very few.
Robert says when you start with a new doctor, you have to fill out forms with your info. When you
Yeah.
sign that form, it's permission to access all your medical
Um,
records.
well, when I went yesterday, and the pain doctors I've been to here in Florida, and I've been to a few, um, those the releases are usually separate from. I mean, I filled out 16 pages of paperwork yesterday, and the release forms were
Oh my God.
separate. And then you have to check off what you're releasing. You can release part of your medical records, you can, or all of them.
Yeah.
But
Hi, hi, Eldron Hupcott. I just saw the news from Denmark, and I'm so excited. No, wait, Eldron Hupcott. Are you in Denmark? There's someone else that is Eldron.
well, I kind
Lyle.
of
No,
I
who? Oh, now I got confused.
I just want to say that there's no way they could have gotten if even if I did sign a release. I saw the doctor so soon after and I don't think I signed a release for that information because the doctor who gave it to him was a doctor I went to about 2 months ago, and I told him my whole history, and I told him, why I was there, and da 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 da, and and he did not prescribe to me, and well, he did, but I didn't like the medication that he prescribed. It was something that has never helped me in the past, so I didn't even pick up the prescription. But um, yeah, so it's not like he was a treating doctor of mine, and he just had my background from what I told him. And so I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
It was his notes that my records weren't weren't there. It was these notes from a doctor that I went to like 2 months ago. And he wanted to put me on Suboxone. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it doesn't help with pain. They use it, usually they use it for heroin addicts to get off heroin, or opiate people on opiates that are trying to get off opiates. They'll use it for that. And they want to pretend that it helps with pain, but I have tried it off and on through the years, through the 22 years that I've had this condition. And, you know, not once has it helped with nerve pain.
Oh.
So, but anyway, I'm used to it. It's an uphill battle. It has been for 22 years, especially when the laws got stricter, you know. So I'll just keep on keeping on like I do. And I drink about twice a year, maybe.
Yeah.
I have this bottle of wine right here. It's about 2/3 full, and I brought it in here because I think I'm going to have a little cocktail, a little glass of wine.
Yeah. I am. It's been years since I was drinking. I'm not a big drinking fan. Well, the problem is when I'm drinking, I kind of drink too much, and then it's
I have such a high tolerance for
the next day is not so fun.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't drink that much because I don't like hangovers at all. Who does, right? Yeah, nerve pain does suck. And I have it from my waist to my toes. I have neuropathy pain. I had a bicycle accident in 2002, and I have a spinal cord injury, and I have a sack of fluid sitting on my cord at C5, and it's inoperable. Well, they won't. There's no neurologist that will touch it because they're afraid they'll completely paralyze me. I have some movement in my legs, and they don't want to make me a total paraplegic, you know. So,
Yeah.
because I'm like, why can't you just stick a needle in there and get that fluid, that sack of fluid that's sitting on my cord? And they're like, after they see the MRIs, no one will do it. They're afraid they're going to make me worse. I'm called an incomplete paraplegic because I didn't break my neck. I just injured it. So, like Christopher.
What do you say? C4, C5? No. Where do you have the? Can you hear me?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something. Okay. Now what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Where did you have? Where do you have the C?
Oh, it's C5. It's up in my neck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Does it affect your arms?
No. Just I fell on my left forehead. I went over the handlebars, you know, on my bike and fell on my left hand forehead, and so I have a traumatic brain injury, and it jarred my neck, and so my right hand, I can't close it all the way unless I bend my
Oh,
fingers. But other
yeah.
than that, everything seems to work pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I had a back surgery when I was 24, maybe. I had
4?
a huge 24.
Oh, okay.
I had a huge what's it called when the disc kind of pops out,
That's crazy. Did
and
it help?
it squeezes the nerve.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
did the surgery help?
Oh yeah, I was in so much pain. I had the week when the week before I had the surgery. I was in so much pain, and when I finally got to the hospital and the doctor sent to the hospital, I was they had to do a emergency surgery on me.
Oh,
So
wow. Bless your heart.
so but I
Before you
still have I got I have permanent damage in the nerve stem. Bulging disc. Okay, yeah, probably.
Wow, Raul. That's crazy. Yeah, my uncle actually, he had, I forget what kind of cancer he had, and then a few years later, he got neuropathy, just like you said, and they think it was from the chemo. So that's crazy how chemo can cause that
Neuro, neuro, ne, what's it?
neuropathy.
Say neuropathy. Is
Neuropathy.
that when your feet you kind of
It can
it,
be in any of your extremities.
yeah, but is it like you can feel them?
It's a constant 24/7 burning, and I mean burning to where it makes you
Oh, okay.
sweat sometimes, and then pins and needles. It's like 1,000
Oh,
tiny pricks.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
Oh, I'm so
But
sorry.
anyway, okay, so
I was thinking I haven't quite planned out what I was going to paint, but I had to take. I went outside again today just to find some more. I just have to try
the what?
first some of the with the ink. I yesterday no or when me and Brad had the
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
no yeah it's okay, but I was kind of just trying out some different. And he keeps just drawing with his with grass.
With this what?
With He has outside and he found a grass, like
Oh,
the grass, and he's painting with. Oh, this is blurry. He's painting with the
oh,
grass. So I had to do that too. But today I
wow.
was outside and I found uh, some thin sticks instead because the grass was kind of. I didn't like the grass.
Like grass.
Yeah, grass. Yeah,
Huh.
grass.
Interesting. That's
So I was
cool.
just going to say how thin lines I can get.
Yeah. I think I might make a oh shoot. Hold on. I have to go turn the switch on for my fan. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh
Oh, it's okay.
my gosh.
And this, I can't understand why I keep cleaning it, and then I doesn't shake it, I doesn't do anything. It just, I don't know where it comes from.
Dang it. Okay. Oh goodness. The my studio is a room that was built onto the rest of the house, and so for some reason the light switch is on the wall inside of the regular house. And whenever Richard walks by there, and if I'm not in here, he will flip that switch off. And I usually use the pull string to turn my light and fan on and off. But when the switch is off, it won't go on and off.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it drives me crazy. I don't go by and flip his switches on and off.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
Really. I'm thinking, I don't know, I think I'm going to resin, since the sun is shining. I use UV resin to seal the clay pieces and to make them shiny and pretty. And if I resin a whole bunch of them and put them like on a cookie sheet, and take them out in the sun, it only takes like 5 minutes or 7 minutes, and everything is cured.
Okay.
And if I use my UV lamp, gosh, I have such a small UV lamp, it takes a long time. It takes 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So I might just resin a few pieces. And then there's
Sophia says my uncle had a lung surgery related to cancer, and it did a number on his nervous system.
Oh, wow.
No side effects from certain treatment.
That is so. But you know what? Elon Musk has that Neuralink, some kind of chip that they put in your brain or something. And I watched Lex Friedman interviewed him and interviewed the guy that actually made the chip or whatever it is. And it's so interesting. And people like me in the near future, they'll be able to put that chip in, and then people like me will be able to walk again and live pain-free. So I was just born a few years too early, I guess. It's crazy what they're coming up with now in the medical field and the computer.
I'm kind of I'm not sure if I like the AI thing.
I know, it's kind of scary, huh?
They can do so much that is now we will never know what's actually real and what is not real. We will.
A few years ago, in I think it's China, it might be Japan. They have a game that they play. Y'all help me out. Hi, Brad. They have a game that they play, like it's been around for centuries. I
Oh,
forget the name of it. Uh, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Not mahjong.
no.
It's the one where it's a bunch of glass like circles and uh, anyway, someone will think of it in a minute. But anyway, they had a Google challenge the smartest player, like the championship player from
Mm.
there, and AI did not beat him the first challenge. I think it was a 5 game challenge or something. But anyway, AI ended up figuring it out and actually beat the guy, and it was a real big blow, to that country and to the player. But it proved that AI was able to reason and think things out, you
Yeah.
know, because they just gave the computer the rules
So,
and
but did the computer have access
just the
uh,
rules.
to the internet?
Um, what do you mean? It was just given the rules, and they were trying to see if it could logically think things out and figure things out, and it can. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's so scary about it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
can actually think on its own. Yeah, it scares me. Yeah, Janelle, it's called Go. It's called Go. You're right. Janelle is so
Oh,
smart. She always comes up with the answers for everything.
yeah.
Hi, Miss Gigi.
It's smart.
Mrs. Gigi. Um,
Hi, Mrs. JJ.
um, yeah, and so when I saw that, it got me thinking, how scary it can be because, I mean, AI could take over mankind easy.
Yeah.
So scary.
It's so
And, I won't be here, I don't think, for that, but I feel bad for my son's generation.
yeah. Yeah, and the ones after him and the
Yeah, yeah,
every next generations.
yeah. Do you have kids, Maya?
No,
Okay, I
and
didn't think.
I'm kind of glad because I don't have to
Right, right,
leave them here in this crazy world.
right, right, right. And I didn't have mine until after my accident, and I was 41 years old when I had him. I didn't think I would ever have a child, but I wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. Now that,
Of course, when you have a kid, of course you don't. If I had a kid, I would be so happy to have a kid, but well, it didn't happen, so I just have to.
yeah, yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I believe it too, Brad. I think we're already in the Matrix. I believe we're in the end times. Is that the same as the Matrix?
I'm not sure.
The end times have begun. Ah,
But there there are a lot of scary things happening, and
yeah, yeah.
I don't like it.
And one day it just all won't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I believe that we go to a better place,
Yeah, let's hope so.
a place without pain and suffering.
I'm the thing I'm scared of is that we are going to be born again and we have to come
Oh,
back here
I
and
don't
deal with
believe.
all this shit. Deal with
Yeah,
all this shit.
that would be a scary
And
thought. I don't
yeah,
believe. in like a physical reincarnation though.
Okay.
So that's why that part doesn't scare me. But I know there are a lot of people that do believe in it. I just think our spirit goes to a better place or better places maybe. I don't know exactly, but a lot of these people that have um, I haven't seen that Sophia robot that you're talking about. I think I might have heard of it though. Her
What?
story. Mrs. Jeezy says, I remember watching a documentary about a robot called Sophia and her story to learn from us humans. And then Sophia said, oh, that creepy doll robot from Saudi Arabia. I think you might be right, Sophia.
I don't. I cannot quite understand why it's so important to make the I like
AI.
yeah, and
It's
to
a
make all
power
this.
thing. It's a power thing, and men always are striving to be the most powerful, you know?
Yeah, but if everything is like uh, uh, um, oh, look at that.
A lot of people
Everything
don't
is going to be run by, yeah, I don't know. I
a
just
lot of people don't believe AI is dangerous. They like have blinders on, kind of, that they only see the good parts, like how it can help us in the medical field or whatever,
yeah,
and they don't think of the, the bad parts or what bad is possible.
yeah.
So I guess that's why. That's what I would say. Brad says you can't rec- can I recommend a lecture from Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor? She had a stroke and was studying what was happening to her while she was sick. She talks about a plane of existence we can all reach. Wow. I'll write down her name. Thank you. Um, but what I was going to say is a lot of the people that have had near death experiences say there's nothing to be afraid of. Don't be afraid of dying. Um, that,
I
that
well,
it,
I have heard one guy who said that he kind of was going to hell or something like that.
yeah,
He
I've seen a couple of those also, but it's like he was obviously given another chance and he came back, and and usually when they see hell or whatever bad thing they saw, when they come back, they're usually a changed person. They change their lives, and um, they do what they're supposed to do to not go there.
yeah, Brad, drop the link to the.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. Thank you. Um, I'm going to write the name down anyway because I'm so old fashioned. I write things down. um, I hope that when I go to the dentist on Thursday for a checkup, he wants to see how I'm healing. I hope they don't try to pull the other four teeth that I have to have pulled. That's kind of what they did. Last week when I went, I was not there to have my teeth pulled, but they did it. So I hope they're not planning on doing that this week. Kind of scared.
Yeah. So, but do you know when they are going to do it? Take.
Yeah, they said in about last week. They said it would be about 2.5 weeks before my teeth were ready. My dentures were ready, And he said as soon as that comes in that they'll take out the other 4 and send me home with my temporary
Yeah.
plate. So we'll see.
So,
I hope
so how is your pain now? Do you
it's
feel?
still sore, but or I should say it's tender. It's more tender than, but if I try to eat, it hurts still. So I'm on yogurt, mainly yogurt and coffee, and um, I did buy some soup yesterday, but I haven't eaten it yet. I tried to eat um, a cheese enchilada because I thought that would be soft enough, and I got a few bites down, but I have to. Yeah, it's tender, but it's not
Oh yeah,
throbbing. It's not throbbing like hurting like the first couple of days. Oh my gosh.
yeah, of course. I can't imagine. Oof.
You're can't hear you very good. Okay.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were talking. Okay, let's see. Where's my tray? I just pulled this out of the oven. The stuff I was working on the other day.
Sophia says, I saw my grandma's face after she died. It was a
Oh,
look of
wow.
serenity. What's
Serenity.
what does that word means?
Serenity is peaceful.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get her to talk for a veterans group. Okay, thanks so much, Brad. We'll definitely yeah, I can't click on anything right now. I appreciate that. So I baked, Walmart came out with a line of clay,
Oh,
and so I tried. It was real hard to condition because it was like hard, real hard, but it looks like it baked up just fine. The
yeah.
colors are
These are
colors. The
they are the
colors
ones you
stay.
made the other
Uh
earlier.
huh. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Well, most of the stuff on here is this Walmart clay. I made a flower cane, but I let it sit for a couple of weeks, and I just decided to try baking it when I, put this stuff from the other day in there, and it looks fine. So that's good to know.
So are they
They're hard now.
necklaces? What are you going to use them for?
Oh, these I poked a hole through the side so I can string them on a beading wire or,
Yeah.
use them for like a bead. They sell these on Etsy, like they come in bags of 10 or 15, and I don't know, people
Yeah,
use.
because that's what I was thinking about because I couldn't see a hole
Oh yeah, the hole I have going through the side from side to
yeah,
side. So,
but the
so
big ones, the big ones, the
yeah. Oh, these
yeah,
are my
no way, yeah,
these are these are for necklaces. Oh, ugh, why is the word slipping my mind? They're
yeah,
necklace.
but yeah, but I did. How do you connect them
How do you
to
string
the?
them? I will put
Yeah,
either I'll drill a hole in
okay.
here, and then either put just a jump ring, or I have a whole bunch of different um, 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 um. I am just losing my mind, you guys. You know, these things for necklaces. Janelle, what I yeah, pendants. These are pendants. And then Janelle, help me out. I forget. I swear, I'm thinking it's my brain injury. The reason why sometimes like I can't think of what things are. They're called,
Yeah.
jeez, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway,
I,
yeah, but I will have to drill a hole through them. But first I'm going to, it's so weird. This one, I'm wondering why, like, some of the colors look really washed out, but on other ones, they turned out really good. Huh, weird. Oh well.
that's weird.
Yeah, I think maybe I was gonna say, oh no, I'm thinking out loud. I mean, it's no real big deal. They look fine, but I'm gonna do some of these in resin and some of them with a liquid varnish that. Hi, DOA is a fraud. Yeah, a
Hey, Joe.
bail. These metal things that you make that you put on the pendants to string the chain through or whatever is called a bail. A bail.
Oh,
B-A-L-E. Thanks, Janelle. Gosh, I hate it when I can't think of things like that. But
Janelle, she's like Google. You can just.
yeah, but she would know. She would know that anyway. The clay companies make a liquid varnish that dries and is a lot less messy than resin. So and I don't use it very often because it doesn't give a real high shine, but I'm going to use it on some of these today because I have so many. And then I'm trying to pop this bracelet off of the form. It's on a metal form, and usually it just, there it goes, pops right
So,
off.
hi, Dusty. He says, I have a message board live stream going for, oh, hell no. Please pop in and leave a message of love and support for Sin and the family.
Oh, okay, cool.
We can do that. I'm not afterwards, maybe.
Huh?
I guess it's going to be up there.
Yeah, it's probably kind of like a marathon thing, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I knew this was gonna. I don't have to sand things very often, but I'm gonna have to sand this bracelet because I kind of messed up when I was
So how did you get the shape? Do
the
you
bracelet.
shape it like? Yeah.
I have a metal
Oh. Oh.
form I
Okay.
put
Okay.
it on. Yeah.
It's,
No wonder my
oh,
bracelet.
it's been up for over 12 hours. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I haven't. Sorry, Dusty. I haven't gone back and checked what was going on today yet. But how much longer are you going to have it up? Minwax makes a rub-on polyurethane that works for. Okay, Janelle, I'll check that out. Janelle, my flower beads, I string them on a piece of wire, and I dip them in floor wax, floor polish. You know, like what you mop your floor with, and hang them on a fan and let them dry. Because can you imagine, like, taking a paintbrush and trying to varnish each one of these? That would be a nightmare. So I just dip mine. I put them on string them on a wire and dip them down in a
Okay.
container of floor polish. Till YouTube cuts you off. Okay, we will definitely go over there. Thanks for stopping by and letting me know. And
Yeah.
you didn't know about it either, did you, Maya?
No.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
The link is in the chat. I put a link in there.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I've ever burned, well, I haven't burned anything yet, Janelle. And I always bake it lower than the recommended temperature, because I think my oven runs hot, but even if it doesn't, I don't want to, I know I don't want to burn anything, especially after I take the time to make the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
A goldenrod paracord bracelet for creators. Any ideas for adding a center SPTV bat? I can make anything out of polymer clay.
But it can't be. It can't be so like really big, right?
Yeah. Let's see. And also, let me show you something else I made out of. I made some small
Oh,
letters,
sorry.
some SPTV letters out of resin. They're yellow. Let me see if I can locate them to show them to you and see if they're small enough. Oops. That might be.
Yeah, that would be great if you could.
That might be hard to locate them. I'm trying to think what I would have done with them. I'm looking in my. No, I haven't. Oh, maybe they're up here. I will look for those for sure. And let's see. I can email you. I'll look for those, and I'll take measurements, and let you know how small they are, and see if they're small enough. The smallest I've made in clay is something like this, but it is. Let me measure this. Let's see. Do they do centimeters in the UK?
Yeah.
Or inches?
I think it's only you that use inches.
Oh, really? Isn't that weird? This is not quite 3/4 of an inch. So let me see how many.
Hi, Janelle. Just say hi. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Janelle. Thanks for all your help. Yeah, I will check out that Minwax, that rub Minwax. That sounds interesting. If your color's dull, that could be why. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of stamps, Sophia, a whole bunch. This is almost 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters tall. That's probably a little bit, it might be a little bit too big. You need something that will be strong enough to attach and not break off the paracord. Yeah. Well, this is very strong. Huh?
Yeah, the polymer clay. How strong
Well,
is it?
because I put resin over it, and once it has resin on it, it's pretty much indestructible. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's yeah. You would have to have a saw to. I mean, If I
Oh,
tried to break this with my hands, I couldn't. But that's because it has resin on it, you know.
yeah.
Oh, thanks. I cannot call DOA as a fraud DOA because
I know that's why I call him fraud because
a
yeah,
fraud. Okay.
I just call him fraud.
Yeah. I sell these actually. Uh, and I have like chokers. I have keychains. Have um, I have them on leather cords. See, that's a little bit bigger. These leather cords are adjustable. I make refrigerator magnets. So, yeah. You're worried that it will break on the paracord? I don't think it would. If it didn't have a resin coating, if it was just the clay, um, it might break, but you could just get like let me show you something else I make, Brad. Like these bracelets. These are ceramic beads. And then I just bought the plastic beads that have the letters, you know. Um they're turning. But you could get something like that. And they also have letters like that look like metal, like this. Um, that maybe you could use on the paracord. You know, is that something that might work? Um, 5 millimeters thick. Um, let me. Yeah, that's kind of small for me. I'm wondering if, let's see, 5 millimeters. Let me see how thick this is over here. Yeah, I can make it any thickness really. I don't think this is. Let me see how many millimeters thick this is. Yeah, this is about 7 or 8 millimeters thick. I could. It's actually easier to make them thinner. A lot easier. um, but okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I'll do that later. I also metal stamp uh, metal stamp SPTV bracelets. I have copper and aluminum.
Oh, do you
You
see
didn't
that?
see you didn't
You
see
made
those?
yeah. Wow.
That's not showing up very good in the light. I don't have any lights on. All I have on right now, I mean, all I have is my window right above my desk or behind my desk. That's the only light I have coming in right now. But yes, my email is so easy. It's my name, Kelli and then sptv@gmail. Okay, I am going to stop trying to do. Sometimes I have trouble with the clasp, on the jewelry, trying to, especially bracelets, like the little lobster clasp, trying to. I need to cut these nails down. I need to cut my fake nails shorter. I was trying to play my ukulele the other day and had to cut down one hand, my left hand, because the nails were getting in the way.
Yeah. Playing
So,
like a string instrument with long nails.
yeah.
That's hard.
It's okay for like the strumming or the picking, You're strumming or
Yeah.
picking one, but not when you're trying to press down the strings onto the neck of the instrument.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Oh, I remember I used some scrap clay on the back of a couple of these because I was going to take my paint pen and paint the back to see if that looked okay. Because that gray sure is ugly.
Well, the grade you have on the desk now?
The metal stamp. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, the metal stamping would be good. And I actually have some metal pieces that are made for bracelets. I will have to dig those out. Let me write myself a note so I can do all that when I finish here. If I don't write it down, I'll forget. Okay. Oops. Let's see. So weird because some people stand everything that they make, and I just don't find the need to. Some people, a lot of people that don't resin, they will buff the polymer clay because you can buff it and you can get a little shine on it. But I can understand sanding it if you're going to buff it, but if you're going to use resin or even the liquid varnish, I don't find the need to sand everything. It's a pain in the butt.
No, if it works without sanding
Yeah,
it, so
but I guess some
why?
people, because like when I was first learning, almost all the tutorials, they were sanding. So I thought it was something you had to do. And then as I went on and started figuring things out, I'm like, why in the heck are they sanding all that, taking that time, and then they're going to resin over it? It just made no sense to me because the resin is self-leveling, and so you don't feel any bumps or anything. It's smooth. It's really strange. I guess some people just don't realize that, That's why I should start my clay channel and start posting videos there.
Yeah. Why not?
Tell them all my little tips and tricks that I figured out along the way. It's always good to to watch other people because, like, just when you think, what else could you learn? There's always someone coming up with something really cool, you know?
Oh, there's always so much to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many smart people that come up with, like
Yeah.
Brad and the
Hi,
grass.
Lady Jane out. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk
Hi,
over you.
Lady Jane.
Um, yeah, Sophia, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna do them gold, even though I have. There's a ring I made that has gold mica powder on it. But
Oh,
I think I'm going to. These are so like cheery, bright, fun colors, orange and green. I'll probably do it orange or green. Here's one I did with, oops, just the green clay. It's starting to get cloudy. I bet we're going to have our afternoon thunderstorm pretty soon. I'm going to have to turn my light on. The clouds are rolling in.
oh,
Oops.
correct link.
Um,
I don't know.
Richard was driving home from my dentist appointment the other day to wait on me, and it was raining, pouring, and his windshield wipers stopped working. So he had to take the van to the shop today and get the wipers fixed. And last time, the van is so old, it's like a 98 or something. And oops, I'm sorry. Hey, let me call you back. I'm doing a live YouTube right now. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys. That was my sister. I haven't talked to her in a couple of months. I forgot
Oh, wow.
I forgot I had told her to call me. And I'm so used to no one calling me that I never turn my ringer down. But anyway, he had to get his wipers fixed before we moved out here a couple of years ago, and it cost $1,000 because he had to have a special little tiny pin made at a machine shop because they couldn't find the part anymore. They stopped making it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you think of what messages you want, and I can stamp those out. I have real small stamps, and I have all sizes. But you can come up with the messages if you want. I bet you're good at that.
Brad, I can see. Oh, hang on. Wait, maybe I can see the link you posted.
I really liked how this one came out. I ran it through the pasta machine, and
Oh, there. Yeah.
this was like a scrap piece I had at the end, and I like it the best.
Yes, it's beautiful, and it's so fun that sometimes
Yep.
you don't.
Sometimes the scrap
Sometimes,
pieces come out better.
yeah, and things just happen by like without
Yep. It's
needing to
really
plan it,
weird
and
how that
then
happens. You can be working and working and working on something, and then at the very end, something else will pop out.
when you're
And
sick and tired of it, and you kind of
yeah, yeah.
think of, no, I don't bother, I don't, and then
Right when you're ready
comes
to
out.
give up.
Yeah.
Ugh. I just took a sip of that wine. Ugh. Now I know why
Oh.
I don't. I think maybe if I went and got an ice cube to put in it, it might help. I'm going to grab this varnish, this liquid. Oops. This is high gloss clear copolymer. I've never heard of copolymer, but it gives a little shine,
Yeah.
but not like the resin.
Oh,
I'm going to, I think I'll resin this one. This is fingernail UV resin, except I used all that. This is such a small bottle. I used all that, so I just filled it up with my regular resin, and I like the brush that comes with it. So I just have about 5 of these bottles I keep refilling. And how I do it is, it's so easy to get too much and have it start pouring off the sides, but I just pour it on and then just drag it to the edge, and then it just stays pretty much where you put it. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I'm just dragging the resin out to the edge of this, and it self levels, like I said, which is nice.
Yeah.
The first time I worked with resin, I was so scared because I was used to using the kind of resin that you have to mix,
Oh, yeah.
and that is such a mess, and it takes so long to cure. But this UV resin has changed everything. It makes it so easy. And sometimes you get little air bubbles, but I don't see any. I'm looking like off to the side, and I don't see any air bubbles. If you get air bubbles, you can run a cigarette lighter over it and
Yeah.
get the bubbles out. And then I have a little UV flashlight that I use
Okay.
just to set it,
Yeah.
so when I move it, it won't pour off the sides. So I just set it for about a minute and stick it on my tray. But now that the sun has gone behind the clouds, I'm going to have to wait for it to come back out. Oh well. Sometimes this resin likes to pull from the edges and kind of shrink into the middle. You have to be careful about that. But the beautiful thing about resin is, or this kind of resin, is if you accidentally bump it, or if you get a piece of dirt in it or something, you can sand it. You can sand it down and put another of resin right over the top of it, and you won't be able to tell that anything happened.
Oh,
You would think if you sanded it that it would leave,
yeah.
marks, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to move this to my cookie tray and wait for the sun to come out.
So if you just leave it there, and
Yeah,
how long will it take before it's cured?
it doesn't cure. You have to have UV light for it to cure.
Oh,
So
okay.
it will stay runny
So
forever.
when it's out in the sun where it's UV
It takes
light.
it takes about 5 minutes.
Wow.
Bye, Mrs. Gigi. Thanks so much for
Okay, bye.
Hi. Yes, Brad, I can do that. I will email. Will you put your email in the chat for me, please? Yeah, UV resin is very cool. I'm just trying to decide which ones I want to resin. I think I'm going to resin this one since I like it so much. I like a real high shine on my pendants, or the ones that I wear, the
Shine?
ones that I wear. Some
Did
people
you
don't
say
like.
you like it shine? You like
Yeah,
shine?
some people don't
Yeah.
like that real high
Yeah.
shine, I got a little much on here. I'm going to have to be very careful or else it will start going off the sides. And I don't think my desk is totally level. So
You should have like the little box kind of, probably like they use for the nails.
yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do, but it takes so long.
Oh,
And
okay.
with the UV light for some reason, the sun just is fast.
Yeah.
But I have one sitting on the corner of my desk that I usually just pop the pieces under the light, and
Yeah.
but you can only set the timer for like 90 seconds, so I'm constantly hitting that button.
Okay.
They do make like little UV. They kind of look like a small toaster oven,
Yeah.
that these clay people buy, but I just don't have the money to. And then you can set the timer for like 20 minutes or whatever, and
Yeah.
you don't have to keep pushing the button. But yeah, I just don't have one. Okay, let me get this set. This is really it really has a dome on it, and luckily it did not go off the edges. The UV light makes it look so pretty.
Yeah.
The colors, it doesn't show up on camera, but I'm going to really make sure this is set, because the last one I did had a little edge around it. This does not have an edge. I mean, it doesn't have a bezel. So that should be good enough, I think. Oops. Oh. All right. Now I have to figure out which earrings I want to that to go with. Let's see. I better put these on some parchment paper. That way, when I try to move them, it'll be easier. Let's see. Can you hear him talking on the phone?
I can hear someone talk. I can't hear what
Okay.
he's saying.
I just want to make sure it's not distracting.
Oh no, it's fine. It's kind of I did think it was the TV maybe, and so
Okay. It's loud to me, but I
yeah,
didn't think you'd be able to hear it like I can.
no,
And
probably not. Um, can I leave you in charge for 2 minutes? I have
yes,
to run downstairs.
yes, of
Yes.
course. I'm
Okay,
just
I'll be back. I'll be back.
okay. Okay. It just amazes me how this resin doesn't run off the edge. Like I'm taking it right up to the edge and it stays where I put it. That's one of the beauties of UV resin. Yeah, Maya is a very skilled artist. I wish I could draw and paint like she can. You have a black light torch you carry. Oh, really? A black light torch. I'm not familiar with that. You used to have a two-part putty that when you mix together it goes rock hard and after a few minutes. Yeah, I have some molding putty like that too. You mix the two together and then you mold it or like you can press something into it and then make a mold. She has been. That's wonderful. She's a good one to learn from. My ex-husband slash roommate, he's 87 and he's an artist and he he taught me most of what I know about painting, but I'm not I'm not a very good painter. It's because I can't draw very well. I'm not comfortable with my drawing skills. So I took hold on one second. I'm going to move these to my tray. Oops. I have to bring my tray down here. Um in college, when I was in college in 1985, I took a design and creating and designing metal jewelry, where we we were taught how to use copper and brass and I think just copper and brass at the time because sterling silver was too expensive for the students to buy. But I learned how to make like metal jewelry in 1985, and then last year is when I got interested in polymer clay and started adding it to the mix. Yeah, some people are just naturally gifted that way. It's amazing. It's amazing. They're just born that way. They're gifted that way. And I was certainly not gifted with a drawing hand, but I'm sure we all have other skills. I need to find a paintbrush so I can use this liquid varnish. I have a ton of paintbrushes, but I'm going to just look over here real quick. for a paintbrush. I don't think I want to use a good one because usually once you start sticking them down in that varnish, it ruins the brush. Oh well, I'm going to use this one because my other ones aren't good enough. This is actually one of my watercolor brushes. If I clean it fast enough, then maybe it won't be ruined. Oh, I got way too much too much on there.
Okay, I'm back.
This is so much easier. This varnish is so much easier than the resin.
Okay.
I'm going to take a bathroom break in just a minute also.
Yeah.
We're talking about how talented you are.
Oh.
Brad says that you've been teaching him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just give some tips.
Yeah, that is cool. Okay. Boy, I forgot how fast it is to use this varnish. I think I might start using it more in the future.
It will be like kind of the same effect.
It's not near as shiny, but it's shiny, it's shiny enough.
Yeah.
It sure is a lot easier. I think I'm going to varnish. I mean, resin those. I'm just trying to decide. I'm thinking out loud again. Oops.
I touched the wet page with my inky fingers, and that was really annoying.
What happened?
Oh, when the page was wet, I have so much ink on my hands, and I touched it and right in the sky.
Did you mess it up?
Yeah,
No.
it's okay. It doesn't matter.
It looks fine.
It was just annoying.
It's so easy to touch the the paper with and get a fingerprint or something, if you're not careful.
Yeah.
I know people that are just starting out have trouble with that, they forget.
Yeah. And also if you have like lotion and stuff on your hands that you don't touch the paper.
Yeah.
So Brad, when you do your skincare stuff, you cannot touch the paper.
Yeah, that's one fast way to mess it up.
Yeah.
And I'll probably put 2 coats of this varnish on. That way it will be even shinier,
But it's just as strong as the resin. Like
no. It really doesn't strengthen it at all like the resin does. But I mean, these are hard enough after they're baked. I'm tapping it on glass, and they don't bend if you bake them, long enough. If you
Yeah.
cure them in the oven long enough, they're strong enough for jewelry, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not the resin makes them indestructible.
Yeah.
uh, I am going to. Oh, I don't even have any water. Oh, I do have a bucket in here. I'm using one of my watercolor brushes, Maya, for this varnish, and I shouldn't have, but I know.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm going to stick it down, and I just might make it my varnish brush from now on. I actually have.
Bye, Frod. Take care. Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah. Bye. Thanks so much. It was good seeing you. See you around.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 of these brushes, so that's why I went ahead and used one of them. I rinsed it out. I hope I rinsed it out good enough. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
As quick as a wheelchair person can.
It's
Oh, my
okay.
goodness.
Take your time.
I think I'm going to grab an ice cube also to put in my wine. See if I can choke it down. Okay. Where is my... Looking for my cigarette lighter so I can smoke while I'm... Oh, well. Okay, I'll be right back.
So I haven't really painted like waves and stuff. I tried when in the beginning when I was starting to learn how to paint, and I haven't done it since. So this might be a failure, or who knows? So, oh, he's licking his feet again. Sander, slutt, slutt. Yeah, the general shape, but I struggle when I am going to kind of make details and stuff. That's when the trouble begins.
Oh my goodness, I forgot yesterday we were at Walmart and I always get, I don't drink much soda, but in the summer when it's so hot and when we go to Walmart, I get a soda and I get home and I have like more than half of it left and it was warm, so I put it in the freezer and I forgot.
Oh,
I know, but it didn't bust, but it's it's
it's
wanting
cold.
to. I'm so glad I saw it before it made a mess. Anyway,
Yeah, I never do that. Put things like to cool it
I
down for a minute. I would never remember to take them
yeah,
out
I know.
before
Me
it's too
neither.
late.
I'm really bad about that, especially the older I get, you know. But yeah, I actually fell asleep, uh, and that's why I didn't take it out. And then this, when I woke up, I forgot it was in there. But a lot of times, like Richard will see things like that, you know, and if I fall asleep, he'll go around behind me and make sure my lights turned off and
Okay.
my fan and that kind of thing that I don't like him to do. But oh my goodness, I need I sometimes I sand if I have to sand. Like I said, I have to sand this bracelet, but I'm going to use my Dremel on it, and that is so loud. So I'm going to do that later. But I really liked how it turned out.
Yeah.
I usually resin. Like I said, I like my stuff to have, and I made this so I could wear it with that with those with those pants that I bought. But
Yeah.
I don't know to resin something like this because you have to do it in sections, you know, because it's curved. So you
Yeah.
can't do it all at once. The resin would slide right off of it. You have to do it, like I said,
Yeah.
in sections, and it takes forever. So I might just varnish that. I don't know, but I'm gonna grab my paint pens and see what color I can cover this ugly gray up with. I hope it looks okay because if it does, that means I found another use for my scrap clay. And it's always good to find a use for your scrap clay.
Oh yeah.
Um, oops. Ah,
Add a shark with machine guns.
what happened?
Brad says, ask if I can add a shark with machine guns
Oh,
attached to its fins.
that
Yeah.
is so pretty. Wow. Seascapes are not easy to do.
No, yeah, no. And I haven't tried to paint like waves, like because I think it's so nice, and so I tried like in the beginning when I was trying to learn to paint.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I didn't turn out quite so good, but I haven't
Right,
painted it since. So now I'm kind of okay. Maybe we should try that again.
right, right. Um, yeah, I painted two seascapes for, when I was in taking my watercolor class, and I'm not that happy with them. I like how the
Yeah.
beach,
So what?
I like how the sand turned out, and the sky, I don't really like the water though. That's the hard part.
Yeah. What you is the one you showed the other day?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was beautiful, and well, like
It
you
was
said,
like,
seascapes are not. They are not easy to do.
That was my first seascape. Not bad for being the first
Oh,
one, but
yeah.
certainly nothing to brag about. And
Well,
Do you know what Zentangle is?
uh, yeah, I have heard
The
of.
doodling kind of
Yeah,
like this.
yeah. Did you
I
make
used
that?
to, yeah. I mean that I started it, but um,
Oh,
kind of cool, huh? Some of them,
oh,
but
yeah.
when I was homeless, I didn't have anywhere to keep art supplies, so I would carry around a sketch pad or a pad of Bristol board or watercolor paper and pens and do Zentangle, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. They are. I like to make like patterns like that too,
Yeah.
but I haven't known what they are called exactly until
Um,
recently.
yeah, it's Z I can't talk because my teeth. It's
Yeah, I know. See, yeah.
Zentangle. I have a couple more over here. Let's see. Um, I have one I really like, but I spilt coffee on it, so I need to
Oh,
redo it. This one I added a little color to.
oh,
Let's see. There it is.
oh my God.
But you can see coffee. I got coffee on it,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it's weird how
Oh,
the checks are kind of moving on the camera in the camera.
yeah,
Oh, there. That's better, but you can't see the whole thing. But it's fun. At least it kept me busy. It kept my mind off of the terrible things,
yeah.
that street people do. There is no honor among the homeless, let me tell you. They are
Oh,
stealing from each other right and left all the time. And you think you know, have finally run into someone that's not going to do that to you, and eventually they ended up stealing from you too. It's terrible. Trying to
yeah. I
find.
I can't imagine how.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I mean, the first night was so scary, so scary. And I didn't. I was in a town and I knew nobody. I mean, I had family there, but my aunt hung up on me when I called her, so I stayed in a hotel as long as I could afford it, and then finally I just it was bad.
Yeah.
And then I went down and signed up at the Salvation Army because they had beds that uh, you could stay there for, I think, uh, there was like a 3 month limit or something, and you had to go out every day. You couldn't like just stay there and lay around all day. You had to be out of there by like
Okay.
8 in the morning. Then you could come
Yeah.
back and eat lunch, and then you had to be gone again until probably I think 5 or something like that. And then you had to be in for the night at by 7 o'clock. Like you couldn't stay out and do anything at night. They wanted you there and at your bed
Huh.
in your sleeping area. So yeah, you couldn't just come and go as you wanted to. And then some people would get jobs, um, and then they had special permission. Like if they worked at night, they could get
Yeah.
special permission, and then they would have to pay a small amount to stay there if they got work. But most people there were dealing with like some kind of mild mental illness, like,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking about like debilitating, but just like depression or,
Yeah. Yeah.
people, it's so easy to be down on your luck and end up homeless in America, especially,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
past
It's so
year.
it's so hard to see how many people over there
Yes, it
homeless.
wasn't like this when I was growing up. I mean, you never saw homeless people, I mean, you would have to
Yeah.
go to
Right.
a big city like New York City or something to see a homeless person.
Yeah.
Um, now it's everywhere. And I watched a documentary about uh, the homeless children in America. And I'm talking children like um, 13 to 25, you know.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to be epidemic. I mean, it's horrible. And a lot of them are on the street. There were several because they came out as being gay, and so their parents disowned them,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And like, we're the richest, one of the richest countries of the world, and we have.
I saw one kind of documentary. Not
Uh-huh.
I don't remember it, but you are the richest country in the world, and in the history of the world.
Yeah,
There has never been a country that's more rich,
it's crazy.
and still they don't take care of you.
I
So
know. They
it's so frustrating. You can
and what's really maddening right now is when Biden opened up the borders, our southern borders, and so many people are coming in, and they have more food stamps, more medical care, um, more housing than Americans do, citizens do, legal citizens do right now. That's what's really bad.
okay.
Seascapes give Brad anxiety.
Yeah.
The sea, the
Oh,
ocean's supposed to be calming.
so your girlfriend is starting to do art. Amazing.
That's
That's
cool.
cool. You can do art together, and you can.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing she had drawn you sent me. It was she. She will do great with art.
Can she draw?
Yeah, well, I don't know if she's trying to learn. I don't remember what it looked like, but it was.
Um,
Um,
Art is such a good therapy, I think, because you have to use your the creative side of your brain.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It was some leaves and stuff that and looks great.
And we all know if you keep your mind busy, when the older you get and you keep your brain active, um,
Yeah,
you do better. You don't get dementia as fast or as easy. Like my grandmother, she was 100 years old when she died, and daily she would do a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my grandma was she did a lot of crossword too.
yeah, yeah. Brad, that's good. It's great therapy, in my opinion. Great
Oh yeah.
therapy. And even
Excellent.
people that don't think they're good at art or that don't feel like they're creative, if they would just like try it, because a lot of people think that they, oh, well, since I can't draw, you know, I can't do art. But once they learn that things don't have to be perfect, and that you don't have to know how to draw good to do. I mean, there's so many different kinds of art that once they
Yeah.
realize that, then I think that
Yeah,
it's easier for them.
as long as it's something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah,
If you don't enjoy painting or drawing, then it's not the point. But
right.
if you try it and you feel, oh, this is even a coloring book.
Yes, yes. And I also, when I was homeless, I got those coloring books too, because like I said, I couldn't carry around a lot of art supplies, so I
Yeah.
had to do what I could, and I would go around with my pens and colored pencils, and uh, but I got some really cool coloring books, not your norm.
Oh,
And some of them I still have that are really cool. Yep. I have a ton of art books back there, mostly jewelry books. I need to pull them down, and like I said, I need to get back into the metal part of my jewelry making.
yeah. Oh,
But
yeah. What?
when I try to do that, I'm always wanting to do clay, and so I I know. And so I figure I should just keep doing clay until I am tired of it, or else it,
Yeah.
it's going to just be in the back of my mind and I'm not going to enjoy anything else. So,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
the,
You have to do what you like.
yeah,
No one says you have to do the silver.
the paint pen worked beautifully. Um,
Oh,
let's
okay.
see.
Yeah. Hi,
And
Gail.
that's the color's not showing up that good, but and these are the musical notes, the stamp that I had.
Oh.
Did you see it? This is the stamp.
Oh. Oh.
It's music, but it doesn't, you can't really tell what it is on a piece this small, but I stamped it on the back anyway.
Yeah.
Now the tricky part's going to be covering the gray on the side of this without getting it on the white. Just have to go slow. Oh, I can't wait till I can eat solid food again. I am
Oh, yeah.
so hungry for something solid. Do y'all have I know y'all have oatmeal over there, right? Everybody has oatmeal. But do y'all have cream of wheat? Do you know what cream of wheat is?
Um,
No.
maybe.
It's white. It's kind of like oatmeal, but not oats.
So
It's white.
what is it made of?
It's
Wheat.
white. I guess. I don't I guess it's cream of wheat, but Anyway, I put butter and honey on it, like same thing I put on my oatmeal. I bought some yesterday. I haven't had it in so long. My mom used to make it when I was a kid. I just wondered if y'all had that over there.
Uh, we have probably something similar, but I
Yeah.
still haven't quite figured out what the thing we have, what it's called if you have it, and
Oh,
so
right.
yeah,
But you know what oatmeal is, right?
yeah,
It's like porridge, or it's hot. You eat it
yeah.
hot.
You boil it like
Yeah.
a yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah,
What do you call it over there?
havregryn.
What?
Hang on, I'll just double check if
Oh, you don't have to stop and do all that. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. No, oh, I forgot. What did you call it?
Oatmeal or the other one?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal. One, yeah, it's one word.
Yeah,
Oatmeal. Okay.
yeah. We call it havregryn.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'll try and
That's so funny. And we talk about food so much in Cricket's chat. Do you most of the time do you know what we're talking about?
no,
No,
I have
okay.
no idea.
Okay. There's so many weird things that they talk about food as far as food goes, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
haferflocken. Yeah, havregryn, haferflocken.
So that's easy for me to eat right now.
Yeah,
Well, I am very pleased with how this scrap clay turned out. Yay, that means that I'm able to actually use it on the back of a pendant. And if I'm ever out of a certain color that I need, I know I can use the scrap and then just use a paint pen over it, you know?
yeah,
Yay. Yay. That will save money too.
yeah.
I'm just kind of putting
Uh,
a second coat
waste.
on it.
You have to waste it.
Okay, that means I need to make a video about this because people, I mean, I've only seen, oh, I've never seen anybody use it like I'm using it right now. Um, I've never
Oh,
seen, a video about it, but I saw a video about a lady using it when I made this pendant, and then
oh,
that's all paint on there, but it's all scrap clay underneath. But
yeah,
I'm just using it for the backing clay, so I'll make a video about that.
yeah,
I always knew that there were other things. Usually people will use scrap clay as like something that like, for instance, let me show you. Like, this is a ball with clay wrapped around it. It's real heavy. Like, I use it for a keychain, or yeah, keychain, but underneath the colored clay is a big ball of that ugly gray clay.
oh,
So people usually use the scrap clay underneath
yeah,
the pretty clay.
yeah. But if you can paint it, you can use it for something.
Yeah. Caramel oatmeal candy. Yum. That sounds good. Out of date chocolate. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gail. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I'm terrible about keeping up with the chat, and I always have to put a disclaimer when I go on live by myself that if I miss you by accident or don't see you for a while, it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I try to. I sometimes I miss.
it's a
It's
little easier.
depending on.
It's a lot
Huh?
easier when there's two of us. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
your wave is beautiful.
It looks better on the screen in real life.
Oh, really? Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
I know that the colors of the clay don't show up near as good on the screen as they do in real life. Like they're more washed out than what I'm actually seeing. Well, my varnish is dried. They look pretty good. I need to do the edges and the back now. But maybe I'm going to throw some varnish on here. I'm going to make a pair of earrings real quick after the varnish dries so I can show everybody how easy it is.
Yeah.
I think I'll use this as kind of a football shape.
Just a second. I'm just gonna get the clean water.
I'm not sure if she said she'd be right back or. Ay, ay, ay. Oops.
Yeah, I just had to get some clean
Oh,
paint water.
okay. Ah, shoot. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to varnish this instead of using the resin. Boy, this varnish really made the colors pop on this piece.
Huh.
Cool.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that I couldn't figure out why it came out of the oven looking kind of dull, but it just must have been a different part of the cane that I used or something. I don't know. Who knows? Never know about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a dent in the back of one of my earrings from not being careful when I was putting the backing clay on, but that's okay because I'm not selling these. I'm going to be wearing them. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you're using
and
making something for
it's just
yourself,
yeah, right. It's just a line in the clay, like it was the edge of the clay that
yeah,
I didn't see. I wasn't careful. Yeah, there's a lot of things that when I'm making something for myself that I will, not be as careful about, or anything that I'm going to sell, I make it as perfect as I can, and I check and double check. But if it's for me and like instead of just throwing this away, since it's the back and no one will ever see it, I'll wear it, you know. That camera, my camera seems so far away from my um, work surface, but take it a little lower. If I take it lower, then there's not much space that I can work in, you know. The area gets really small
Yeah.
that I can work in. But, and I don't think it even helps that much to lower the camera.
Oh yeah. Now we can see.
Is that better?
Yeah.
A little
Now.
bit. You can see that dent I was talking about right there.
Yeah. So Brad, protect your favorite pieces of art with what the watercolor or pencils or
What varnish am I using? Let's see. No drinking the paint water, Maya.
yeah, no.
Yeah, you're right, Gail. It does take a lot of head work trying to do art and talk at the same time. This is a varnish. It's I can't even read that. Jacquard Pearl X varnish. They make mica powders, and they make a varnish to put over the mica powders too. And I use this, and I also use a varnish that's Sculpey clay, you know, Sculpey clay. They make a varnish. And I also use floor polish, like floor wax that you like, Mop and Glow. When I have beads like this, I string them on a wire and dip them in floor wax and hang them up and let them dry, and that works just as good as the varnish made just for clay. So
Ah,
Brad said ink and watercolor and pencils. How do you protect?
ink. Well, everything that's like watercolor, and I haven't tried it on ink, but watercolor, so it doesn't. If you spill something on it, that it runs away.
God forbid.
Yeah, that's the scary part. And
Watercolors, when you frame them, have to go on, or should go under glass.
yeah,
But
yeah, if you're framing them, then they are protected.
yeah, but storing them, just what do you use? Plastic sheets, plastic.
Yeah, yeah, like I store my painting in like in plastic, like this,
Yeah, yeah.
and and I have this the loose like
I've
plastic.
never heard of. Gail says that she uses the cold wax, spreads it lightly on her watercolors to protect the ones she's not going to put under glass. Oh
Yeah,
wow! I've never heard of that.
that's what I was going to show you.
Is that it?
Because when I'm making cards
Uh-huh.
with for watercolors that uh,
Yeah.
a card it's it can get wet. It can get yeah.
And you
So
know what? I think that's the same brand that this varnish is. This varnish right here. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
jacquard.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. I didn't know that. No, I never knew about that wax, you guys. Your mom
Yeah,
used
because
hairspray?
then yeah, but the problem is this I haven't really read exactly what it is and how it's because like hairspray is the thing is that it makes it yellow. It
Yeah,
isn't acid like the P, pH
balance.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
So hairspray will make it it can
yeah, it can turn it
turn
yellow
it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's not the archival. Oh, that's the word.
Yes,
Archival.
yes, 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 yes.
So I'm not sure if this is archival because I haven't really. I just
I
use
bet it
that
is. I bet
on
it
my
is.
cards, and then I think it's not so important if it's
I bet it is.
beeswax, paraffin wax,
Oh
micro
wow,
gelatin wax, tamaresin, mineral spirits, and other.
wow.
Yeah. Is
Huh.
this the one you? Do you have something else? Who said that? Gail.
Gail said it. Yeah. You're welcome, Gail. Gail, is that the kind of wax you use that Maya's holding?
There are probably other brands. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. I wonder why Richard never told me about that. I'm sure he's heard of it. I'll ask him. Huh. That can't be something too new, is it? I'm sure it's been around for a
I
while.
I have no idea.
Yeah, these are almost dry.
But Brad, if you the pencil drawings, they if you buy it's kind of like hairspray, but it's more archival stuff that you buy in the.
Wait, we can't hear you when you walk away. Can't hear you
Oh,
very good.
sorry, I just
That's
turned around.
okay.
I just turned my head. Hang on.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You have another one, but not in your art room, so you don't remember the name. That's okay. That's okay. That is so weird. I just am like so shocked that I haven't heard of that wax
Yeah,
before.
they would be great in for the your cards. You are making all the cards.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
have
Yeah.
I have this thing that I can spray
Right. Right.
on pencil stuff, but I'm not sure if this is archival because
That's okay, Gail. I'm sure that I'm sure there's several different brands. I'm sure Michaels and Hobby Lobby probably have. Are you from the U.S., Gail? Y'all don't have the same art supply stores over there, do you, Maya?
no.
I think I've asked you that before. Canada. Okay. Okay. Do you have, I don't think, do you have Michaels and Hobby Lobby in Canada? Probably not. But we
I
also
have been
have like
thinking.
Dick Blick is a big one
Yeah,
here.
I usually I order from. Yeah, I order almost everything because we don't have like real
Right, right,
high store.
right.
But I've been thinking, oh, I want to go to like the Dick Blick and
Uh-huh.
Michaels and all the huge. But then I'm thinking, no, I
I'm,
I would. I don't know how I could live there without
it's
everything.
hard. It is hard not to buy stuff.
I, it would be carrot, it would be.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's so hard. It's so hard not to just spend all your money there, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're always coming up with new projects that you can do and that are so cool and just make me want to try them, you know. And then you
okay.
end up with a whole another mess of supplies that, that
Yeah,
you're trying to find some place to put them, you know. I cannot imagine. Oh, I just remembered where I put my lighter. But okay, I'm gonna make a quick pair of earrings just so I can show how easy it is. I have a Dremel, but it's so much easier for me just to grab these handheld screwdrivers.
yeah.
And
No.
I start out with the smaller one. This is a real tiny screwdriver, and then I make the bigger hole. Um, and I just eye it. Some people measure. I don't know why, but
Yeah, girl. Yeah, decades of art supplies. And I always see something new, want to try.
yep. You have an awesome art supply store delivered. Oh, you do? Wow. I know it is hard to spend, not to spend. I think all of us have that problem.
Yeah,
And I always go through the back as, oh, I did not drill that straight. I'm just going to go back in there and try to do this a little straighter. It's because I wasn't really watching what I was doing, and that didn't help, but it looks okay from the front. The back, it looks really off. Oh well. Maybe when I use the bigger one, that will help. Now I'm going to try to go at this at a straighter angle. Maybe because I'm doing it so far. I'm going to just take this off camera for a minute and put it over my lap. That way I can see what I'm doing a lot better. Richard, did you know, have you ever heard of a wax that you can use to put over watercolors to protect them? It comes in a jar kind of like this, but bigger.
Well, you know, no, but I mean, you can spray watercolor.
I know, but I'm talking about a wax.
No, I haven't heard of anything
Huh.
like that. But
Okay.
I have a, I sometimes have tried putting acrylic varnish over it, and it works.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something what they're talking about. But no,
No, she just showed a jar of it on camera.
it'd be on Google. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just looked at a really neat little trailer.
Okay.
7,000.
I'm on live right now, so
Huh?
I'm on a live.
Well, anyway, they're in Waycross, Georgia, but this thing would be perfect.
Waycross is right up the road.
Well, good. Anyway, I texted him, is it available? It'd be perfect for us. It's clean as a whistle.
Okay.
Got a slide out.
Now see that hole, that bigger hole I put in was perfect. It didn't even make any difference that the first one was off a little. I think it's going to rain. He's looking for a travel trailer to buy, so when we sell this place and head to Arizona, that we'll have a little travel trailer we can stay in and stop wherever we want along the way. And one of those stops is going to be Austin, because I want to protest. And then when we get there, while we're looking for a place, instead of getting an Airbnb for a month, which is so expensive, we'll have a travel trailer. And he wants to fix one up anyway, so I guess he just saw one online.
Yeah. So when are you going to move?
Well, as soon as we can sell this place, and he's going to start calling realtors pretty soon, he said. I mean, we're not in any real big hurry, but I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm just so tired of being here, you know. So I would say either by Christmas or right after.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking. He's like, we need to wait until spring to drive across country, so we don't get it in any snow. And I'm like, we moved out here in January, the middle of winter, and did not hit snow or cold weather once. So I don't know what he's thinking. He's 87 and he just doesn't have the best memory. But we would not get in any bad weather traveling the southern route across country.
Yeah, is it where you're moving? Is it further south?
No, but it's the desert. It's hot, but there's no humidity, and it doesn't snow there. I mean, if it snows there, it's a fluke, just like it doesn't snow in Florida except every, maybe 20 years, and then it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
So I'm not a snow person. I lived in the snow one time, and oh my gosh, I had such trouble driving in the snow that I swore I would never live in the snow again. And I don't really mind it like I would at this age, but being in a wheelchair, I think it would be way too hard.
Yeah, that's making it harder.
Yes, I mean it's hard enough to walk in the snow when you have able legs, but imagine trying to navigate a wheelchair. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. My sister actually moved to Colorado, which, you know, has a lot of snow in the winter. That's where most of our ski resorts are. And but she's able-bodied, you know.
Yeah.
So that's where my dog came from, though. He's from the snow. He's from Colorado. She bought my dog for me and flew me out there to pick him up. And my little dog gets so hot so fast, and I'm convinced it's because his ancestors are from the snow. Okay, I have my holes drilled. Just going to clean up the area. Hi, baby. Hi. Okay. So now, oh my gosh, I have to take this sweater I put on. I have to take it off. I'm so hot because I turned on my big lights. Ugh. That's another thing about having neuropathy, you know, the nerve damage. It makes you so hot.
Oh, okay.
It's like I'm sweating all the time. It's like being in menopause full time.
Yeah.
Now these I'm
Oh.
going. Go ahead.
Yeah. You go and get ready for bed. Brad.
Bye, Brad. It was good talking to you, and I will email you in the next few days with the information about the metal stamping. Something just came up on my computer. Tommy Scoville hospitalized.
Oh, what?
I don't know. It's from I don't watch them, but there's this guy that doesn't like him and his brother, and he just it just flashed across my screen. I guess I'm subscribed to him or something. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I saw some of his the one of I think there's more, and I'm not sure that is kind of talking about Tommy and all. So, but I
And his
saw one
brother.
of them, and I was kind of who knows what to, but who cares? Who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I know. Well, I found out that, like maybe 4 months ago, like Tommy's not his real name and all that, and I
yeah,
didn't know. I didn't know that 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 he talked about that or anything. So I thought it was like new news. It was news to
yeah,
me,
no, yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
looking
no,
for
yeah,
a jump ring to put through these holes that's going to be big enough. And I use sterling silver. Those aren't big enough. I might have to make my own jump ring unless I can find something big enough. Let's see. I have all these packages of sterling silver findings. Oh, I have ear wires that I can use actually. That way I don't have to make any. I might use those. I usually make my own ear wires because they're so easy.
yeah.
But I can't find. I guess I'm gonna have to make some jump rings. So oh, I have a ton of. I never know what I have. I have so much of everything. Let's see. I just found a bunch of ear wires that I made that I could use also. Okay, so I'm going to make some jump rings. I need to use, I'm going to use, let's see. I have to figure out what gauge of wire I want to use because you don't want it too thin. or it won't be strong enough.
Yeah, right.
I'm digging through my sterling silver drawer. um, okay, let's see. I have a handy dandy wire gauge measuring tool. Yeah, I haven't fed him yet. I know I tried to, but he wasn't hungry. Let's see. I'm guessing this is probably about maybe 18 gauge. Nope, it's 16 gauge. That's perfect. Actually, let me see. I might use even thicker wire because I think it might look better. This is 14 gauge wire. I will use the 14 gauge. Okay, and I have a handy dandy tool. These pliers, they're step pliers, and they're different sizes to make circles. Let's see. Trying to find my my cutters. These are flush cutters. They cut on this side. They make a flush cut, and on this side they don't. But you want a flush cut when you're trying to make a jump ring for sure. And I'm just going to cut off the tip. Oop. And I save every tiny little piece of sterling because after a while you'll have enough to melt down and use it for something else, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, trying to decide what size I want to use. See, they have to be big enough. This is pretty thick. I need it to go through. So I think I'm going to have to use the biggest. So I'm just going to wrap this around. That looks too big. I think I'm going to step it down a notch. I'm just going to continue to wrap it until, boy, this wire is really stiff. I could heat it up to make it softer, but then you have to deal with fire scale and it's just a mess.
No, make it as easy as possible.
Okay.
That's my motto. Or make it hard if you can make it easy.
Now, if I was smart, I would pull out my saw, and I think I am. If you try to like use flush cutters when you're making jump rings, it's really hard to get a flat to get it cut flat on both sides. And if you don't have a good fit, the jump ring doesn't go together properly. So I'm gonna find my saw, my jeweler saw, and use it. Here it is. I just have a small jeweler saw. They look like, there's the handle. And
That's the kind of saw that you put in a cake and get the guy in prison.
for what?
To escape from prison.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
here? It's like every like.
I am turning my.
Put saw in a cake and.
Oh, yeah. I am trying to, you know what? It's not even going to show. So what I'm doing is, I have a board over here where my clay machine is sitting that has a notch cut out of it. So it makes it easy for me to saw, but I can't get it on camera. So,
Okay.
Okay. You know what? This is not working. Not working as planned. Let me try something different here. I don't even know what my camera is showing. Okay. Ay. There. Shoot. I probably should have changed blades first. Yeah. This should have been cut by now. I can't remember what I used this blade on last, but it's not very sharp. Shoot. I'm having real trouble going through this. And these blades break so easy.
Yeah.
Jeez. What in the heck? Gosh darn it, man. I mean, I'm almost through. I can. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I think I can get a pair of pliers and just pull them apart at this point. Goodness.
Oh.
There. I knew it was right. And I'll just take a metal file and let's have one little area right there. Let me take this darn saw to this real quick. Ah. Oh my goodness. Shoot. This is crazy. Usually I don't have this much trouble. The problem is I should have changed the blade. I didn't even think to do that.
Yeah, to have sharp
Yeah.
tools. It's
Well, I am really messing this up. Oh, goodness.
Hi, Nico.
Hey, hey.
We are still here.
Did all 90s music. I love 90s music.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best music.
Shoot. Okay. Where we go? What in the heck, man? I am just having the hardest time. Ah, crazy. I should have just used my cutters. I would have been through it by now. I'm taking my cutters. I have to do this off camera or else I can't see. I usually wear a headset, a magnifying headset, you know, that goes around your head when I'm working on jewelry, like metal jewelry, because I can't see good enough without. Oh no, now I just dropped one on the floor. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Well, I got my jump rings made. It should have taken about half that time. You know what? If I don't take the blade out of this right now, the next time I go to use it, I'll be sorry, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually wait till they break, but that one was so dull. I'm just going to throw it away. I have a lot of saw blades, but they do break real easy. Oops. Okay. Shoot. I'm just going to take a little diamond file and file the where I cut, because the cut wasn't clean like it was supposed to be. I have these little diamond files that work real quick. Oops. I should have my magnifier thing on. My eyes are so bad. Okay, that one looks good. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Now, just need to open these up. You have to twist jump rings to open them. If you don't twist them, you'll never get them
You
closed.
have like there's this ring you can put on your finger. Just put them in to have to open them.
Oh, those jump ring openers? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
probably.
Yeah,
Um,
I have some. I have one or two of those somewhere, but I always just have an easier time doing it with 2 pairs of pliers.
yeah.
I say that, and then, of course, I could have made this jump ring so much smaller. Oh well. I am not having very much luck. I never did like making my own jump rings, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
They're so easy to buy, you know.
Yeah.
But this one is not wanting to close up very well. I feel like a dentist or something with all these tools and small areas to work on. Well, okay, there's that one. And you know what? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to use another small jump ring or else the earring isn't going to hang right. I should have made the hole go through like sideways instead of front to back.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to hang right how I have them. So, I have a fix for that though. Um, and I'm going to use the store-bought ear wires because they're ready to go. Okay, just having to add another small jump ring on. Oh my gosh. This is the problem I'm having because my eyes are so bad. I haven't worked with my metal findings in so long. I don't even know where my magnifying headset is. I used to have it hanging right by my desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Don't use it. It gets placed somewhere.
And I have 2 of them actually, but one works better than the other. Okay, this is ready to go, and this is almost finished. So really, like to make a pair of earrings after you have the the varnish dried and drilling the hole, putting in. If I didn't have to make that jump ring, like you can make it pair and you use store-bought ear wires, you can make a pair of earrings in less than 5 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
But to get up to that point, like making my clay cane, and then wait just a minute, what is wrong now? I put it in backwards. And then you know, using the cookie cutters and then putting it on the backing clay and all that, that's what takes the time. But once it's out of the oven, it doesn't take long to get everything. Okay, so there's one earring. Let me see if I can hold it to where it's always hard showing. So
Nico, why can't you be surfing outside of my area? It's cold. Or because of the whales? Poor guy, he's looking horrible, but it's okay.
oh, cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, they have like wetsuits on. Here it's because we don't have like waves like this, but they do like the kiting thing. They have they're standing on a board like that, and
Like parasailing or something?
yeah, and have like a parachute almost up in the air and holding
Yeah.
it, and they are
Oops.
kite surfing and windsurfing.
I have to go off camera to do this, or else I can't see it. Trying to close this jump ring that I made. I didn't do a very good job sawing it is the problem. Ay, ay, ay. Oops. Okay. The hardest part is trying to figure out where the cut in the jump ring is. I found it though. Oops. All right. These are some big ear wires. When I make mine, I make them a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And voila, they're that quick. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
They'll match my necklace and bracelet.
Yeah. Nice. Well, the thing that takes long, that's making the
Yes, making the clay part.
yeah.
The next cane I'm gonna make is gonna be a rose,
Oh,
and y'all will be surprised how pretty it comes out. I've done it once before, but it's been about a year. I made one when I first started learning how to, work in clay, and and it turned out pretty good, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. So now I know what not to do,
yeah. Okay, how's that? How does it look?
Looks great. It looks great. How long have we been on here? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Almost
I'm
3 hours.
getting hungry, and I have
Yeah,
to go
me
to bed
too.
soon. I'm tired,
I'm
so
hungry. It's
but
still
when
daylight
I
here.
get. Oh yeah, not here. Now it's dark during the night also. So
Right,
yeah.
right. So
But
I'll be up for a while.
when I get sucked into a painting, I kind of just forget everything and uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the first time I looked at the timer up there.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I'm
I thought it was about 2 hours. But so I'm going to go ahead and pop off. It
yeah,
was so good to see everybody and to talk to you, Maya, and see your
yeah.
beautiful wave. I love that wave. And I'm going to try real hard to go on early in the morning. It'll be about noon your time. So,
Yeah, yesterday I was going to come back, but then I had to go to the pharmacy before they closed. So I was thinking, oh no, I said I was going to come back and
that's fine. But anyway, so adios. You guys have a great
yeah,
night or
yeah.
morning wherever
Thank,
you are.
thank you everyone for coming, and I hope we can do this again, Kelly.
Yes. Well, maybe we can do it a couple of times a week.
Yeah, whatever. I can do it every
Okay.
whenever.
Well, if you want to
Yeah,
come on with me tomorrow when I go on, I'll shoot you a Facebook message.
yeah. That depends on how what I'm up to.
Okay.
It's a different part of the day, but
Right.
I'm probably there anyway. So yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay. Bye,
Okay.
Gail. Bye, Nico. And bye, everybody else.
Bye bye. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.